Well, in the last episode, you'll have to go back and watch it if you haven't. The unbeaten run is in a bit of jeopardy. Is it gone? Is it still here? You tell me if you've watched it, as today we have, of course, 5 more games to go and only 2 competitions. That's another big spoiler for you guys, as is the one on screen as welcome back to the FIFA 21 West Ham United Career Mode, episode 11 of season number 4, which potentially could be the last one, as today we have on the 28th Norwich City, one of our last games going into these couple, as we have Newcastle first on of March on the 3rd, but the first game of March, followed up by the Blades, followed up by Leicester, and I'm either going to play Leicester or Newcastle, because then at the end of it on the 27th, Tottenham away. A very serious game, that one. Today, do we go with the first team for this cup game? I really do want to win it, but I don't think we can risk it after literally almost killing all of us players last game. Literally, they must have been exhausted. Or exhausted, as we'll make one more change. We'll put a couple of first teamers onto the bench. Acuna didn't play. He can come in for Max Aarons, and we'll go with this one. Johnston in net, Johnson, Niakate, Guardiola and Acuna. At the back with Aribo and Rinomhota, Jay Hammond, Christian Orsic. Of course, these two not going to play much anyway, so they can play even though they're tired. With a Jacques, who didn't get any game time last time, up front. And let's have a look at this Norwich lineup. Fariñas in goal, decent keeper. Sam Byram, Zimmerman, Bella Kotchap. We had him in as Arsenal save and never used him. As apologies if this content's a bit bitty. The frame rate is really down at the moment with Sonati, City, Sorensen, Cantwell, Chadavese and Patrick Bamford up front, but gameplay seems to be a bit slow. Even though I've just took kickoff, everything's moving in slow motion for me, so hopefully it can get better. Don't know what it is, at least we're coming towards the end of the season. Maybe it's the fatigued team, and maybe it's just not the graphics on the screen that's going very slow, as, yeah, movement feels really dodgy. It must be our team tired, because this is not normal for FIFA, even though it's already that bad. As that's a great ball through, though. Ryan Christie to score straight away. And despite us all being slow and tired, we've scored straight away, so it doesn't really matter. Great finish from Ryan Christie, and he always scores. He's one of the players who are tired as well, because he played extra time in the Europa League games. As it's great composure, man on his back, puts it in that bottom bit. Patrick Bamford here through Norwich, 11 minutes in. Of course, we've just had the only chance of the game so far, as that was a dodgy pass to Cunha, but Niakate swipes it up, as now it's on to Andy Rinomhota, on to Hammond, one ball through, as York not really got the pace, has he? And when it's slow, he even slower, and definitely doesn't have the pace. That's a great ball into the box, but caught by the keeper. As now Acuna with a pass to the side into Johnson through the middle onto Christie. It's a great touch from Ryan Christie, and this is a good run. He's got a man behind him as well. Gives it into Hammond. Great touch. Hammond with the shot. Surely a hand, how low the defender got there, but nothing given. And Byram comes away with it in front of Christie. Should have maybe been 2 there. Still got faith it'll come against the championship side, and we're doing well for a tired team. As now Aribo through the middle again. Rinomhota, Jacques pointed where he wanted it, but Andy Rinomhota being quite slow this game, apart from, of course, his assist, which he did well in. But still, got to be better a little bit in the next couple of minutes in this half. As I do keep getting the ball a little bit to Norwich City, as the likes of now, as we've got the ball away though, and now it's Jay Hammond to run down this line. Jay Hammond, keep on going. We've got balls into the box. As Jacques, you're 6'6", make a decent move as it goes back post to Aribo. Shocking from him, and Fariñas has to punch it with a Jacques on his back. Todd Cantwell, though, beats 9th rated Hammond to a header as well. Norwich clinging on. Never thought that would be the case, as now Sorensen, oh, he's gone to the side of us through the middle again, and Acuna now gets that away straight onto Joel Aribo, who's going to give it to the side of him as well, onto Andy Rinomhota. And there's a ball through the middle if we can reach it. I mean, it's all the way to Hammond, who is offside, and that was a late flag. That's now Ryan Christie with a touch of magnificence, because he can put that straight through to a Jacques. Great one, who could actually score from our offside or their offside free kick, as a Jacques put that in with ease. I mean, he made it look really, really easy. It was slow, it was lethargical, but it was off the post and bounced straight over Fariñas, who could not grasp it. And now it's 2. The cam and striker have a goal each, I think. I don't think a Jacques set Christie up, but Christie, of course, 2 goal contributions now. Great finish. Just before half-time as well, as Christie turns out and tries to get a pass off. You know what? We could actually have another before half-time. You know, Rinomhota with a decent ball, but City Puts a sitter back into Fariñez's hands, and we've been the only ones been scoring sitters, if that makes any sense, in this game. I tried to link it in with his name again. But yeah, 2-0 against Norwich. Christie's a little bit tired, but he can play all the game. He's played magnificently so far, so let's try and increase the lead. And please, don't let them spark a comeback as... Oh, sure, can't win that header. And it's going to be Sam Byram to run away with it. Can we try? Yes, we've got a bit of a tackle in there, but they're still coming away with the ball as now City. Back to Sorensen as he's round the corner into Chakviadze or whatever his name is, as now City's on it again and we are just chasing this ball. Good tackle from Aribo though, and now are we straight through? Christie to Ajorc, hasn't got much pace, Kotchap easily deals. Now Andy Rinamoto with a pass straight away to Christie, and Ajorc's through. He's actually walked to the other side of Bella Kotchap, who doesn't read it. Ajorc through, pulls it back, and I was gonna pass it to Rinamoto, who's kind of deserved a goal now. He hasn't been the best every time he's been on the ball, but he's got involved a lot more than any other player, so congratulate him for that. But that should have been another one, as we still do have a chance though. Rinamoto around the side to a very fatigued Hammond, but he's just that good as he can't get the shot off though. And now it's on to Patrick Bamford right here for their first attack of the second half, really, as Niakate deals with it. However, he's fumbled it and Johnston has to make a save. I don't know who it was. Was it like a Cunha or someone else behind him? Maybe Niakate, maybe? I didn't even see at all, as that was a big mistake if it would have scored from it, as they tried to backheel it there. Put Declan Rice on for a bit of experience, despite him being still probably a little bit tired, as that ball straight through to Christie as well, and Christie can run Orsic in front. Orsic hasn't been that involved in this game. Can he mark himself in it with a goal-driven shot past the keeper? And Fariñez should have done better in my opinion, but I do not care. 3-0. Great finish from the Croatian, and that is just what you want to be, quality. As now Knight's going to come on for Christie, who is of course tied and maybe even in the first team next game. He has been amazing, as that's a decent finish. Could have been more in the corner, but I will of course take that. As now Ajorc, Knight's actually making the run, and can Knight do something? The youth player who's been on loan, I think at Northampton, and he had a buyback. No, it was Middlesbrough. He had a buyback clause, of course, in his contract for them to buy him, but he's actually come on for his first West Ham appearance, and he scored a goal! What a little bit of movement. He was just moving whilst I spoke, and the number 37, the youth kid, the knight in shining armour, gets a goal for the Hammers. The Irons have forged themselves some knight armour, and that's the only way I can link it again. Great finish past Fariñez, and yeah, should have been a Middlesbrough player, but they didn't want to pay enough for him. Comes back to West Ham, and in his first appearance off the bench, gets a goal for himself. And that is just amazing, as now Declan Rice has the ball. Look at this. They've passed it to a straight from kickoff, and Knight, was almost through again. I mean, Bashiri's passed it back. Knight through the middle. Great touch, and McCallum, the Jamie Vardy Academy graduate, just gets his foot right in there to stop us from going through, and that could have been 2 for Knight. Literally a knight in shining armour, and a breath of fresh air at that, because of course we've needed air in our players' lungs, because they'll be absolutely shattered after this game, as Hammond's making the run. Doesn't go to him, goes to Ajorc instead, as Knight's over the top. It's a decent little dink, and oh, he's put it over. It's in all the right positions, I've got to say that, but that one just over. And this has just been an excellent performance, as now it's Sorensen on the ball straight away. Through the middle to Stiepermann, as now Bamford. And we're just on his back, giving him a bit of a shove, as now Todd Cantwell into Sorensen again. And they've got 1 minute left on the clock. Just need to try and see it out if we can, as Cantwell back to Sorensen again. Into Stiepermann. And we've got 2 minutes. Come on, City running after Sinani with the ball. I think that's how you say it. Bamford. And a great tackle from Guardiola. Round the corner. Blocked again. Just blow your whistle, reffin. They could have scored right there. Stiepermann, the old player who's retiring at the end of the season. Chance to get a goal, but the referee blew his whistle, and I'm thankful for it. 4-0 win in the Cup. Let's have a look at the other results. So Man United through, Man City knocking out Chelsea, which is of course still a big team, but a favour. Hull City through against Luton, Stoke through against Forest Green, Leicester through, Liverpool through, and Aston Villa. So, the only chance I actually feel like we have a big shot at it, or the big teams are still in it. And we've got a cup game put in somewhere, I guess, and I think it might be the two-legged one. Are we into the semi-final or quarter-final? I don't know. I don't know enough football to do these videos by the sounds of it. But no, I do think it's the quarterfinals next, if I'm right, which I may well not be, as we've got monthly scout reports. I don't really care about scout players anymore, because we've only got 1 season after this, if we even do 1 more season after this, because it looks like it could be a successful last season we could end it at, as it's Liverpool in the Cup next. Right. It's simulating Newcastle, Leicester, playing Liverpool and Tottenham. Big games. Do we simulate this? I think we're going to simulate this with the second squad. How big is this break? I think it's 6 days. So yeah, going to put a bit of effort into the cup because his lead is massive. His unbeaten run, of course, is already gone. So if Newcastle beat us, fair play to them. But we should still stand a chance with that rotated squad, which we don't. And it's a 3-1 defeat to Newcastle. Clark with a goal, Maximin, Allen, and a Jork with a 90th minute one. So we're kind of out of that one. What has happened, boys? I mean, yeah, I understand that one a little bit more, but we've been beaten twice recently. As yes, Liverpool, we have. Man United and Man City got kind of buys, if I've got to sound a bit harsh to the other teams. Sorry about that, but they always look a bit harsh. As why is it bloody Burnley and, of course, Newcastle, the two that have done us in? Rashford grabs player of the month, as yes, we have Liverpool. It's got to be the first team squad as Nkunku is back from an injury. Do we put him straight in or do we give Christie it? As Liverpool is a team we've actually had really good luck against. We've done very, very well this season. I think last as well. So let's have a look how this pans out. Yeah, Orsic on the wing. Cunha's still injured, of course. Oh, this is difficult. We'll put Rinamotta onto the bench. As yeah, we'll leave it at that, you know, give faith to them. So Dragowski in goal, Klosterman, Diop, Senesi, Aarons, Rice, Souček, Orsic, Christian, Hammond with Daka. So yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy cam situation, which usually was his best positions apart from CDM. So can we get the job done with a couple of rotations against Liverpool? And let's have a look at Liverpool's lineup. Alisson, Trent, Gigo, another different centre-back with Van Dijk and Tsimikas at left-back instead of Robbo, with Fabinho, Miguel Sabitzer and Houssem Aouar, with Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane on the left. Yeah, I think it's the big Russian at centre-back, so it's a bit of an odd one. It's a bit of a weird and peculiar one, but we'll just have to deal with it. Hopefully he's not that bad. I think every time they play us, they get a different centre-back in to try and help Van Dijk. Maybe they just need to look closer to home. They've got Modric on the field and Fabinho in midfield, so just swap them around, of course. There's now Hammond with the ball right here. He's got a bit of a run on to go, and he's got a man in Orsic at the side. If he's onside, this is a good move. Over the top, looking for Christie, just can't get there, and Trent playing a dodgy ball to Alisson, but has paid off for them. That should have been Christie on the end of it. Not to be, though, not to be, as now Senesi with the pass straight into Ryan Christie, and Daka, make the move please. Patson Daka, who was really good with his movement last time against Liverpool, as he turns inside of Van Dijk, and a big save from Alisson. Hammond alive, Christie with an overhead kick, and Alisson again with a save as Tsimikas can't get it away from Daka into Orsic. Good touch, good shot, but blocked straight from point blank, and I got very excited when I saw Ryan Christie lining up for that overhead kick. If that would have gone in, that surely would have been a goal to remember in the FA Cup. And I mean of all time, not just this game or West Ham history, of course, but of all FA Cup history. As now it's on to Souček. We've got Orsic making a running behind. That's a great ball. We've got 2-on-1. It's got to be a goal. Sweated to, I think, yes, it's Daka. Thought it was Hammond running from the left then, but no. Patson Daka gives us a 1-0 lead at home against Liverpool, the team we love to beat. And that is a great ball from Souček straight up to Orsic, who just sweats it across, and Daka to give us the lead. Come on! Wembley, here we come, I hope, as that's a great ball through, though. And Salah, just offside as we've ridden his luck a bit there. I don't think I would have had him if he was on, as now Declan Rice through the middle onto Christie, into Daka. Daka, one more across. Not good enough. Now Souček with it anyways. Now Rice has it again, and Rice down this line. Orsic. Can we whip in a ball to Daka again? It's over the top to Ryan Christie. Not an overhead kick this time, but a volley across the ground. And just wide of Alisson's post, we are getting closer to another. Very, very close as now Sabitzer tackled Aarons. Good couple of touches, and he's past his man, and now Souček with it. Have we got someone on the right? I don't think we do we? As no, he lost the ball as well as now Fabinho through the middle. Jota, we've got to keep on tabs of these players. They've gone backwards this time. Fabinho across to Sadio Mane. He's gone past us right here into the middle. Houssem Aouar, good save. Klosterman, the player who usually signs for Liverpool on saves, the dodgy one in that scenario because they were straight round him. As now Aarons through the middle. Declan Rice, Hammond down that line. Just, we'll find him somehow as it's a good ball onto him. Just cross it first time as well. Beautiful whip in as Orsic couldn't get there, and Rice with a dodgy touch up. pass, whichever it was. However, we still do have the ball as Declan Rice now gives it across to Souček. Through the middle again. Over the top. Hammond now with a cut inside straight away, and Trent's just on him at all times, as now he's still got the ball though. Souček through that middle. Cuts away. Declan Rice. Ryan Christie, they're just the one to beat right now. Turns inside. Christie with a shot. And of course blocked by Gigo this time, as we're going to get a throw in on this side. Can we try and make it 2 before half-time? I think that will be the win if we do, as that's a great throw-in into Klosterman. First time whip in. Hammond gets there first with the head, but very, very low down, and not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. Or is it? Orsic through the middle. Daka, very slow turn from him, but just shoot straight away. Handball? Surely a handball. No, nothing given, as Daka, just a hopeful ball into the box. That one's not handball as well, is it? Okay. As now Mane, yep, it's going to get blown away for half-time, as it's 1-0 to us. Just need to keep it or extend it. Quite happy with the performance as it goes. Of course, this team not used to playing in the FA Cup and not used to being a team, because of course it's Cunha and Nkunku out for Orsic and Christie this time round, and Dragowski in net. Perfect. The only time he's been called upon with a great save. It's now Senesi, and he's going to pass it straight through the middle onto Declan Rice. As can we get it out wide to Orsic? It's over the top, and it's not a very good header, as now Miguel Sabitzer has the ball, and he's turned inside of us as well. Onto Diogo Jota, as Jota turns, little spin, just chasing it around, as now it's onto Houssem Aouar. Aouar around us again, and the shot on. Just wide, as now Aaron's down the line, straight onto Hammond, and what can Hammond do right here? He's going to cut back inside on a yellow card, of course, for a bit of a rough challenge. He's still going, Jay Hammond, still going. Shotters, very poor, across the ground and wide of the post for the winger. But we do still keep the pressure on. If they score one after all this, I will be fuming, despite them having a couple of chances. Like Norwich in the last game, they did have their chances, but we did dominate. In the FA Cup, I just think teams get a lot more shots off because they know they have to score to go through, as now Aouar just slide in to try and block him, as Jota straight around us right there and through to Thiago. Blocked by Klosterman, but still not away from danger. Thiago around Klosterman at the back and off the inside of the post, as that is one of the luckiest things that could ever happen to us. It actually wants us to win right here against Liverpool, as that was a risky one again, and now Aaron's with it, as he's going to put it forward onto Declan Rice, and Rice just to keep on running. Can he get this through? No, he can't. Souček though turns out, and that one's through onto Daka. Inside is Orsic, and it's a dodgy pass, but Orsic to get there and put it in the top corner. 2 to the good now, and it is obvious, well, not obviously, but hopefully, most likely, possibly, highly possibly, we are through to the next round. 2-0, and that is a great finish. Look at this. Daka round Van Dijk, I'm going to think. Yeah, Van Dijk and Gigo in the defence. As maybe Van Dijk's the problem. He's not doing well. And Gigo, the ball over the top right there, straight to Hammond, as we're offside right there. Don't worry, Hammond was the one offside, but he did not get booked for a warning or anything. It was a free kick for offside, as he is, of course, very, very lucky to be on the pitch a little bit, because he's made like a bad tackle after his yellow. Don't know if it was in a highlight, as now Mane with the ball. We've got 10 minutes to go. They're still going to try and get a goal, of course, as that is their throwing. Diogo Jota, the striker, taking it. Okay. I mean, I think after this game as well, we'll probably have... will it be... I think it will be Manchester United or City, unless they play each other in a derby at Wembley. But we're the ones going to London at the moment, even though we're already in London. Wembley Stadium, that is. Not as good as Olympic Stadium, of course, as that's a good ball to Orsic as well. Can we make it 3 before the end of the game? It's Marcel Orsic. Marcel Orsic with a good touch, and just wide of the post. I think they made the changes as well. Yeah, I think Jonathan David went on for the left-back Tsimikas, as they're going all-out attack. Just need to make sure we defend ourselves now, as that pass not successfully around the corner, but still, we'll just keep on trying to rub the ball back, as that's a good one over from Salah. Mohamed Salah on his back. Can we get the ball? No, we can't. It's into Sadio Mane now, and Eddie Nketiah. Oh, that's a decent spin, you know. He's through the middle. Senesi with a block, though, and Souček straight away to Declan Rice. Says, come on. Blow your whistle, referee. Just blow your whistle. I'll take it. I don't care about the second goal. Christie can just storm it anyway. Just shoot from range, as he was blocked right there, but should not have a chance to get this over the halfway line, Alisson. Blow your whistle right now, referee. There we go. And that's another win for us. We are into the semi-final of the FA Cup. We are top of the league by far. Klopp is an absolute monster compared to me. And let's go into Tottenham, a derby next, off good form. And looking around the ground after that, or around the grounds, look at these scorelines. City winning 3-2 just against Stoke. Us beating Liverpool, of course. Villa beating Hull by 3-0. And Leicester City beating United. What an amazing result for us. I mean, Villa, to be fair, I might be sleeping on them a little bit again. They beat Hull 3-0 and they are again up there in the league, above City and Spurs in 4th. So yeah, Villa, not going to be easy. Manchester City, of course, not easy. And Leicester, if they're beating Man United, you never know. And for Leicester up next, I think you can go a little bit stronger. Or is it stronger? Because Christie's done well, but we're going to put Nkunku through the middle. Orsic can stay on that wing because Orsic has actually improved a lot recently. And of course had a really good game against Liverpool. So we'll simulate Leicester. Of course, just said that wasn't easy, and I forgot I had them next in the league, which is going to be a quick sim before the big derby game. So can we get a result to get off our bad form in the league? We can, but can't as well, because against 10-man Leicester, you've got to do better. James Justin off, Souček scores 10 minutes after, but Rodriguez makes it a draw. And of course, it's Spurs next, who are in 6th. That's really good for them, to be honest. I shouldn't actually be laughing, but 6. We got to beat them again, though. We've got to make sure we beat them again, though. As we're going to play with one more rotation, we're going to go full strength with Dragowski, Klosterman, Diop, Senesi, and Aarons, Rice, Souček, and Nkunku now on the right, Cunha through the middle, and Hammond with Daka up front. I'm sure Cunha was higher rated than 85. Wasn't he like 87? Or am I just dreaming of things? I may well be doing that, as let's get the win at the new White Hart Lane Stadium, or whatever it's called. It won't even be new anymore. So let's just get the win. And let's have a look at this. Oh, they looked a bit weird right there, as Hugo Lloris in net for Spurs. Roberto, Ake, Soule and Reguilon with Giovanni Lo Celso and Luis Milla. Bayako Saka, Oscar and Steven Bergwijn supporting Antoine Griezmann. I said it in the last episode as well, so it'll show in the comments who was paying attention. I cannot believe Bukayo Saka is at Tottenham. What? I mean, I was saying what at that bizarre transfer and the bizarre pass right there, as I can't believe it's just happened, as that's a big snap from Souček straight away at a very, very loud London stadium. Not London Stadium, but whatever you want to call it, Tottenham Stadium. They haven't even got a name, they're that bad. Searching for a name seems to be harder than searching for a manager and a replacement for Harry Kane for them. So we're going to have to try and get the win against them right here, as Declan Rice beaten to it. They seem a bit fast off the mark, the Spurs. Of course, they'll try and be if they wanted to try and beat us. But Daka with a great move and a great first-time pass from Cunha. Daka beaten to it by Reguilon. And now Saka to run away with the ball right here, as he gives it back into, oh my days, Griezmann. What a tackle. No, referee. It was from behind, but he got the ball clearly. And now Tottenham have a penalty at the start of this. Marcus Senesi getting the yellow card. Let's have a look at this, right? He gets straight round the back, but gets the ball first. He got the ball first. As now Antoine Griezmann against Dragowski. I've got a feeling I know where he's going. Never mind. Oscar Melendo injured for them, but Antoine Griezmann, more importantly, putting them 1-0 up with a stupid celebration. Yep, 1-0 to them, and just dived the wrong way, didn't I? It was always going to that side. I never knew. Stupid stuff. As Klosterman, you've been an absolutely shocking signing. I tell you what, even though Acunha's old, he might have to come back into the lineup. Sorry, comments, but Klosterman has just been absolutely pathetic since he's come to this team. As now Griezmann, good tackle from Souček. Klosterman, of course, in the team, and now we've started to pick up Els a lot more, as Cunha now running out. Then let's try and forget about that and think about getting a goal back right here, as we've got Declan Rice behind. Great back heel. Hammond, can he get this? He can. Finesse it from range, near post. Good save. And Saka with it as he passes it back to Giovanni Lo Celso onto Oscar Melendo. Around the corner to Antoine Griezmann. As no, it's a 1-2 and no one's picking up on it. It's now 2-0 to Tottenham, and I don't really want to watch this, but I do watch most goals, as it's a 1-2. Bergwijn, great feet, but Max Aarons put a challenge in. A poor half of football so far, as Nkunku, come on, get the pass right. We've just snapped Villa after that as well, because we know we've just got to try and get the ball back any means necessary, because this is a terrible performance, as Griezmann's turned us again on a hat-trick now, and that's a tackle, as we're going to get a yellow as well with Chris Nkunku. And half an hour in, I absolutely hate to say it after I gave them all the slander, but Tottenham absolutely all over us at the top of the league as we need to get this away. Sule with the header, bounced off Reguilon. Twice it hit their player before our keeper. That just simply ain't good enough as Patson Daka seems to be the only one trying at the moment. As the striker's out wide now, running with the ball and cuts back inside. Souček there, goes to Cunha instead. The pass isn't even right as we seem more sloppy than the first game of the episode. Honestly, it's that bad, yes. As Rice gets a tackle in there, but it still goes to Oscar Melendo. Steven Bergwijn. Angle stop from Klosterman. Of course, it's Klosterman, not Max Aarons. That's why it's been going wrong there. As now Griezmann with the ball again. Cuts inside. Please don't be more than 2 at half-time as Aarons is going to read that one as well. Onto Hammond, and Hammond put it up the field. Not a 1-2. I did not want that as Diop with the tackle. Still, though, we can't pass the ball to one of our own players. As now Giovanni Lo Celso into Antoine Griezmann. A bad back heel and Rice to read this. Gets it from a 1-2, but can't get it past Mila as they're going to come at us again. And it's through this gap onto Antoine Griezmann. Can't spin out, though, as Issa Diop gets it here. And we've literally got 2 in-game minutes of the first half to try and get something back as Matheus Cunha, Declan Rice inside, get it past Ake. That's an accurate pass for once as Rice tries to cut inside and can't do so, and this game feels horrible. Horrible to me at the moment as we are losing this game, and honestly I can't see a way back with how that performance went. Shambolic. As Max Aarons gets the ball straight away from kickoff as we need to try and get something back, and that's a poor pass. That's no better than the first half because that's a poor pass as we need to get this ball back. And I don't know why I was almost breaking into song right there, just out of anger as Griezmann gets the ball to Miller. They had a gap through the middle and yes, we've got the ball anyway as now Klosterman gives it into Souček, who's going to try and run with the ball. Give that one more. Can't get it round. I do not know where to begin with this performance as we need to try and throw some bodies forward right now. Maybe not ultra attacking, but attacking as now Oscar Melendo. Tackled by Declan Rice. Good one. Straight onto Daka with a touch that was good, but Nathan Ake just better to it. Of course, they've got Sule and Ake at the back, who were so much better than the centre-backs of Vertonghen and Alderweireld. Oh, Vertonghen wasn't even there, was he? Never mind the old ones that they had, of course. As them both coming from quality European sides. I don't know why or how they're in 6th position as they've got a bit of a gap right here as well. But Nkunku coming back and doing the defending. Still can't keep the ball. Putting all the pressure on them now as Griezmann around us through the middle to Bukayo Saka, and he cannot score for Tottenham. That'd just be painful to watch as now Mila tries to put it across and Senesi to read it straight away. Forward to Daka. Daka, can we get that run from Matheus Cunha? We can. It's over the top and to the keeper. As Declan Rice wins his header. Still got 15 minutes of this game to go. As now Declan Rice with it again and Matheus Cunha. We've got a chance to whip in a ball here and that is way overcooked as Hammond puts the pressure on, but it's still going to be there throwing as I don't see any goals coming in the last 15 minutes. That is for either side as well, so I don't think we've been that bad defensively this second half. Like we was in the first, as Daka gets that ball right there, but it's a terrible first touch and a terrible tackle to follow on a terrible day as now Miller turns inside into Griezmann. He's got the run down the wing, but Diop with a tackle in on him this time and still can't pass the ball away as Miller going to just give him a shove and this game's gone. It's absolutely gone. Tottenham fans singing their hearts out as, hang on, Diop tackle, just still bounces back and Nkunku gets a touch, still bounces back. He gets the ball again. Is this going to bounce back or is it going to go through? It's going to go through this one. On to Declan Rice, who turns out. Good turn from Declan. Goes to shoot and my days. Now that is a fail. That is just absolutely horrific as it sums up the day, doesn't it? 2 defeats today. 1 draw and then good wins in the cup, but that's about it as Chris Nkunku chips. 1, it went wide, and 2, of course, it was offside as the team's tired as well. Loads of yellow cards, not going well. As now Enyesiri is on the field, and it could even be 3. If it's 3, it's horrific. Max Aarons coming back as Ndombele puts it in added time. 3-0 Tottenham. The rivals have won. At least we're top of the league. I mean, we have that bragging right, but not the bragging right of beating them, of course. So if we win the league, which I hope we can do at the moment, it's still always going to be that phrase from Tottenham fans in the future. Well, we beat you and you won the league, so you still could beat us. That's the final whistle as well. That takes our defeat number up to 3 for this season. We're unbeaten for so long as well throughout January. As there we go. Gutting. Absolutely gutting as it's Man United up next as well. They are only 7 points behind us now, so we've got to watch our backs. There's enough games to go around for them to beat us, as we have City in the Cup as well next round. They could really put up a challenge, as unfortunately, guys, though, this is it for this episode, and I'm glad it's kind of over because results haven't gone as good as they usually do. So like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future, as I will see you guys all in a bit. Take care, in a bit, and peace.